iFILM, London. iFILM.
This is James Helder for iFILM London. I'm at Concord Rangers in Canvey Island. We're here for the Indee Rose annual football match. It's the third year. With me, I've got Rusell, Dopson and Johnny Eames. That's something, guys. You all right?
No, James, yeah, cool.
James, you good, yeah? Yeah, good.
Have you missed us since last year?
Yeah, mate, where you been?
Do you know?
You been busy, boys?
We're counting down the days in anticipation. It's been a great day today.
Yeah, been excellent, mate, as usual. Johnny's pulled it out of the bag.
Yeah.
You know, what can I say? Look who's here today, and all the boys putting the effort in. All the boys pay £20 each. Not a lot of people know that. All the players pay £20 each.
The boys that actually play all chuck £20 each in.
Players, yeah, all the players pay £20 each. All goes towards the trust, and just the exposure we get from this for child brain tumours is amazing. You know.
Could you explain for the people that don't know just a little bit about the charity and what it is that the money goes towards and helping out with?
Basically, when we lost Indee, we obviously met a lot of other children in the hospital. They're all there for like 7-8 weeks treatment with chemo and radiotherapy as they do. And while they're in hospital, they're sort of stuck in a room. So our thing is we send them a treasure box each. They're individual treasure boxes full of toys, cameras. We give them video cameras so they can film what's going on around them. It's all memories for the family. Each box costs about £500 a box. We've done 250 now since we started.
250 individual boxes?
250 individual boxes, so that's how many children with these brain tumours are coming through to us. In the last 2 weeks we've had 10 come through to us. Yeah, so all the money goes towards these children's boxes, and so each one's individual to each child, and yeah, you just got to do what you can for them. They're kids at the end of the day, they want to play, you know, they don't know what's going on around them in hospital, so yeah, just give them something to smile about, really, while they're taking all this treatment.
Top man. Johnny, could you tell me a little bit, Johnny, how you happen to be involved in the charity and how you think the day's gone?
First off, I want to just say that, you know, Rusell plays it down a little bit, but, you know, him and Jane are the bravest and hardest working people that I know. You couldn't bear to believe or think what it'll be like to lose a 3-year-old child, but I mean, they've got on with it and you know, they've spent the rest of their life and up till now raising funds for these children. So for me, they're my heroes. I ain't their hero, they're my heroes, you know. And Paul Smith does a lot of work. But getting back to the question, Rusell came into my gym to mend the boiler, believe it or not, in the showers. And he was a mate of Dell's and Alec at the gym. And they told me about what had happened with his little girl. And I don't know, just said, you know, we can do something here. The year before, I'd done a charity event for one of my fighters who broke his back, James Paisley. And Paul Smith came down, and Billy Nelson brought a team down, and there was a couple of teams from London. And I just thought maybe try it again, and it's just gone on from there. But you know, again, Paul Smith's a.
We've got one of the little ones coming in.
No, yeah, sorry.
Listen,
He shows his life.
Get him involved. This is what the day's all about. You know what I mean?
Go on in. Yeah, Paul Smith. He don't like a lot of praise, but I mean, he's been here every year. He brings the boys down, and you know, I know he don't want me to tell people this, and I've just said it on Sky TV over there. He actually goes to the hospitals in Liverpool and distributes the gift boxes for Indee Trust. If I'm right, is that true?
You're right, yeah.
You know, so, but Paul don't want no one to know that. But Paul, again, as I said on Sky, they know now. You know, he's a great man. You know, and me and Paul are both proud to be patrons of the Indee Rose Trust. And you know, this will happen every year, as far as I can see.
I was fortunate enough to be here last year, and again it was great to see you guys, how much effort again, and all year again you've done it again, you've pulled it out, you know, so it's fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
My point is just getting the team together. I mean, like the players to get here, but I mean the other stuff all behind the scenes is what Rusell and Jane do, and you know, they've got a family still to keep going, but I mean they do all of this, and it's fantastic what they do.
Rusell, as well, I want to congratulate you and your missus on the birth of your little baby as well.
Thank you, yeah. Going through it all again, midnight feeds and that, yeah. Right, yeah.
Glutton for punishment.
In a minute, yeah. Yeah, no, it's all good, you know. It's the kids, that's what we love doing, so, yeah.
Yes. Well, I can't have you both here without having a little bit of banter as well. Who's been the best player of the tournament for you, Johnny Eames, so far?
I know it's been the biggest moment of Billy Joe Saunders.
Billy Joe.
He was absolute murders, didn't he, out there, you know. He's got a game replay that was he lost. I can't believe it. He's got absolutely murdered. I've nearly had a fight with a goalie over him. I couldn't believe it, really. But he got away.
A bit excited. He does get.
I don't know. I suppose, you know, if you look at the stars again, I mean, the guys out here at the moment in the final, you know, not a lot of them are boxers, but they've all come and paid their £20. So I can't grumble at that. I need to tighten up next year a little bit, and you know, and get it back to where it was all about, is boxers raising money for charity. As you can see, it's got too serious. People want to win now, you know, instead of...
You put any group of men together and you put a game or an activity, there's always going to be people that want to win.
But they tend to forget what it's about. It's about raising money for the charity. It ain't about kicking lumps out the next player and winning and getting in the final. Of course, we all want to get in the final. You know, we're winners, but at the end of the day, for me, probably the best player of the tournament again would probably be Nathan Cleverley. I mean, you know, he's drove a long way. He's come down here. He's a world champion. He's got a world title fight in a minute. And there he is out there getting lumps kicked out of him, you know. For me, that means a lot. That means a lot, you know. And, you know, so for me, I'd say Nathan Cleverley.
All right, Rusell, John, who's been your worst player of the tournament now? Who do you think should stick to boxing? Come on, give us an honest answer.
Billy Joe.
I see Anne Croller do a few dodgy saves today,
Croller was a Nazi goal.
Croller told me he was a good goalie.
He was a Nazi goal, Croller, yeah. I suppose the worst player is Joe Gallagher. Yeah,
you're right there.
It's terrible. Joe, stick to training.
Yeah.
I reckon he'd make it on passion though. We should have him doing the half-team speeches.
He had them doing pads at half-time, didn't he? And press-ups and all that, Joe.
I did up with him earlier. He was making me laugh. He's one passionate man.
Again, I mean, Joe, listen, you know, he came last year with 5 players, and 7 players. And he went, no, we don't need no one in our team. By the end of the tournament, they couldn't walk. They all had blisters on their feet. This year's come down with 5 players. You think he'd have learned? I couldn't believe it. He's turned up with 5. But, you know, again, he's come down. He's great.
I want to give you guys as much praise and respect for what you're doing, and all the guys that turned up today, not just today, for the last couple of years as well. It's an ongoing thing. You're doing fantastic work, and for every one child that's received one of those boxes, I think it makes it worthwhile in the most genuine way, mate. Well done. Thank you very much.
That's it. Can I just thank you guys as well for helping us out?
Without the coverage, we won't get the people here. So, you know, you play your part. You give us plenty of coverage. And, you know, last year was fantastic, and this year's been as good. So, you know, you and Coogan, you know, you're as much a part of it as we are. So, you know, we thank you very much.
So, who's in your team next year then?
You know what? We've got one fella who looks like Sean Gota. No, goalkeeper. Sean Gota, the goalie, isn't it, Coogan?
Feed the goat and he will score.
Feed the goat and he will get fat. Right, we're going to leave this here. This is James Helder for iFILM London with Rusell Dopson and Johnny Eames at the Indee Rose Trust annual football charity event. Thank you very much.